Let's talk toys.
What's up, all you Comic-Con loving dudes and dudettes? ToyShiz here, and I got a really cool interview for you today. Preview night of Comic-Con came and went real quick. It was crazy madness, people every which way, but I managed to sit down and talk with the Hasbro team on the new Transformers Siege line. Ren and John doing it up, taking all your questions. Now, just keep in mind that this was a live interview during the actual Comic-Con, so I didn't actually add the music. The music is just provided freely from whatever was going on in the background at the moment. So I try to clean up as best as I can. But yes, these are actual questions from you guys. And the ones that don't actually have directly from people, it's more of an amalgamation that came from a bunch of people asking the same basic questions, but basically just played a game where they had the opportunity to pull out a card with the exact question on there. Try to get as many as you can. They only allow a certain amount of time for particular interviews, which is totally understandable. They got a lot of people to see. So I hope you guys like it. Hope some of your questions got answered. And above all else, just have fun with those Transformers Siege. Let's do it. My name is ToyShiz, and I'm here with the Transformers Siege line. I'm talking with
Ren
and
John.
And we're going to play a little game to make this interesting for everybody, because I'm not going to keep asking the same old questions, and I appreciate everybody doing the questions. I posted on Instagram yesterday. You all had lovely questions, but it was the same thing over and over again. Bumblebee, I'm sure, is coming eventually. So we're going to play a little game. I got 6 really nerdy questions that you guys actually asked, and they're actually pretty good, and then maybe a couple funny things in between. So, Ren, if you want to select one first.
Oh, wow. This really is a game.
Oh, I came prepared. So
Jay Jana Jameson on Twitter asked, do they plan on keeping the battle damage on the figures for lines beyond Siege? Ooh, that's actually a good question, John.
I thought that was a good question.
That's really, so J. Jonah Jameson,
That's a good
I
name,
think the answer for that one is depends on the character. And I think that it makes sense in Siege because they're on Cybertron and they're beating each other up. It's a war-torn world. As we think about the story and how it's going to evolve, that might change as things go on.
Okay. An addendum I have to that is, how far would you be willing to go with battle damage? Will we see, like, faces coming off, or kind of like, you know?
I don't know about that.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Faces guy. I see what you did
But
there.
yeah, like, you know, like... Your turn, sir.
All right. Let me get one out of this chunky middle part.
See, I tried to come prepared.
All right. Prime Bricks on YouTube asks, will there be Dinobots in Siege? Will we see Beast Wars characters? So that's a really, really good question, Prime Bricks. The answer is we have a lot of characters to choose from. When we look at what we're going to do, we also kind of look at the anniversaries that are coming up. There is certainly an anniversary for Beast Wars on the horizon, so we cannot confirm or deny any product development. But we do know that there's lots of awesome Beast Wars fans out there. An incredible untapped potential between characters like Dinobot, Cheetor, Rat Trap, Optimus Primal, Tigatron, Air Razor. All these awesome characters that are part of so many people's lives. And so, although yes, I'm going to answer that question indirectly, I'm not going to say it's not ever going to happen.
Perfect.
And in terms of the Dinobots, we just put out a bunch of great Dinobots in Tower of the Primes.
You did.
As you know, we're trying to keep everything in scale, so the sky's the limit for future development. And I think fans will have to stay tuned.
That's one thing I will say. The Siege line has been scaled beautifully. It's like what I've always wanted in Transformers.
Oh, thank you.
So
Yeah.
That's amazing. We can do this as long as you want to go.
Do we ever see a Transformers playset? Oh, I mean, it's a good question. I mean, I want to say
What
that...
about a Transformers battle station?
That's what I...
That works too, sure.
Yeah, I mean, just like John said earlier with the previous question, our products are story-led. So, for this year's Wolfenstein Siege, it's about civil war between the two factions. So you see tons of battle-torn decos, you see tons of weapons. So it makes sense for us to choose the characters and how they're represented and all the decos, how they look.
Yeah.
So I think playset, battle stations are very interesting.
I'm a big playset guy, so
Yeah,
I like
well,
the display.
did you have a look at Omega Supreme? He turns into a fortress.
I know.
And you got Fortress Maximus, you got Metroplex. I could keep going.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah. So in our future stories, when playsets does make sense, we will probably introduce that then.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I'm a big playset fan myself, but I call them battle stations because there's something so much more cooler about a battle station.
Totally. Yeah. We'll talk more. We can talk playsets later.
Yeah.
Well, should we keep going?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, go for it.
Hector Bustamante on YouTube asks, will we ever get alternate heads, hands, accessory packs? We get this question every single year. So a lot of fans know, some of them don't know, that every time we design a Transformers toy, we always put an alternate head in there. So as part of our Gen Selects program, we're able to offer fans unique versions of characters that are maybe a little more niche, a little bit more weird.
Yep.
The rest of the body's repaint, but we'll have alternate heads in there. But in terms of literally a weapons pack, this is something we hear from fans a lot. So we're certainly looking at ideas for the future, but I think in the short term, there's a lot of characters like Weaponizer Cog, as well as other things that you can weaponize characters with. But it's definitely something that comes up every year. We certainly listen. It's always been coming to events like this.
Very cool.
Yep.
Well, with everything you're doing with the Siege, though, with turning into weapons, it's fantastic. I did get a hold of that Red Wing that you guys did.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the face on that. That's the smirking little face. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. I love the Seekers. I'm terrible at transforming Transformers, but I will transform Starscream in them all day long.
The ketchup jet looks awesome.
Right? Oh my! And I see the 3 Seeker jets
did you
that showed up.
say ketchup red?
No, ketchup jet. Ketchup red. Oh, geez. Actually, that's good too.
That could be like the next Transformer guy.
All right, let me try this one. Oh, who on the team has the most TF in their collection? Oh, geez.
I thought there might be more of you doing this, so that's why I was like, maybe there's like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I mean, between the two of us, it's definitely you.
Well, I think what do you call a collection though? Because I mean, Rachel has like a ton in her office, but that's almost out of necessity
You have
because
the most.
we have
But
I think I've been working on Transformers a lot, so I'm also like I have a ton in storage and stuff like that, and I still have all mine from when I was a kid.
So do I.
So I'm a sort of a G1 kid. So and my parents they still kept literally everything, all my G.I. Joes, everything. So I still have all that stuff.
We need to talk more because you just seem to do and have an attic maybe full of things like I may.
It's very organized. But it's a lot.
Yeah. It's like we're borderline AMC hoarders at this point.
Yeah, very organized AMC hoarders.
Yeah, you can still move around, but there's boxes.
JLC Toys on Insta asks, can we expect more Ghostbusters crossover, other franchise, past/present? Ooh.
Now I know you guys did Marvel and you guys have done Star Wars in the past, but maybe something.
I mean, for us this year it was perfect for our crossover with Ghostbusters because we're celebrating the 35th anniversary of Transformers, and it turns out that Ghostbusters is also celebrating their 35th of their first film. Whenever we feel like there's a crossover like that, just not just in anniversaries, but within our fans, because I feel like a lot of Transformers fans are also Ghostbusters fans. I know there are other fans of other things as well, and you'd be surprised how much we read into your comments online and see what our fans want. And we look at what do you think is going to excite the brand, is going to excite our fans. Hi, hello. Make sure you get your voices heard. Because we're definitely down.
Very cool. Excellent.
Maybe do one more, or do we have a couple more? 1 or 2 more? Yeah.
Sure. Hey, do that one.
Okay. Davey Diecast on Insta asks, why do some figures get light piping and others do not? Oh, that's a really good question. That's a very technical question. So the answer to that is that it depends on the molding of the figure. Okay. Some figures actually have a clear mold, and they're like a windshield or, I don't know, part of their element of their chest or some G1 is supposed to be clear. So in that case, we're able to put light pipe in their heads. Also, scale has a lot to do with it. So deluxe class figures, sometimes we can squeeze a light pipe in there. But typically, it works much, much better on like Voyager, Leader, Commander, characters that are A, have a clear mold, and B, have a scale to permit like the 45-degree light pipe that allows that function to actually work. Okay. So is that a technical enough answer for you?
I would say, yeah. They're probably going to be going like, okay. No, I tried to pick the best questions.
I like that we're addressing actual people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. These are 100%. If it,
I want to ask you, what do you think we should do as the collaboration next? What kind of things do you want to see from us?
Ooh. Well, okay. I'll be honest. I like like you were saying, battle stations and stuff like that. But I'm one of those people where I grew up with G1. Yep. I love the G1 characters. If you just keep Bam, like I'm a big fan of Dinobots. I have, for some reason, become more accustomed with Star Saber.
Oh, really?
So anything like that. But I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I am so happy with everything you guys are doing.
Yeah.
That I brought the camera. You guys made me buy the 3 robots to put the camera.
Oh, you did? You built it?
Oh yeah. I have it in my bag. Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, that's amazing.
No way.
you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I have to try it out. I didn't bring it because I was like, I'm gonna lose something, and I don't
Oh my
want
god.
to. So.
How long did it take for you to hunt 3 of them?
Okay. A friend found me one, right? And then I literally walked into a store and they had 2 more on the shelf, and I was like, jackpot. Because I literally, and then, you know what's so funny? Yesterday, somebody went to a Walmart and they literally had shelves of refractor.
Yeah.
I keep saying reflector. Refractor.
Yeah, that's all right.
The guy over there is like, legal reasons, just say refractor.
Awesome.
But yeah, no, it's
Awesome.
it's a camera, right? You're like, okay, what fun is that? But there's something inherently like old-fashioned about it.
Yeah.
What I always like about these guys is they're like the troop builders from back in the day.
Yeah.
Right? They're like the Cobra Blue shirts.
Yeah.
So I think it's super cool to be able to do this.
Totally. And it, you know, I did a review of this thing, and I was like, basically, you just turn in all the robots into blocks, and then you put them together, and
There you go.
it's fun. But the question I'll say is that there wasn't any directions on how to do it in the box, so I had to watch a couple of YouTube reviews. So I actually didn't figure it out for myself.
Yeah, it was kind of a secret mode for the mainline.
It was.
Oh,
It really was.
But see, that's like, to me, very 80s ideal, in that you have to collect 3 of the same thing, you have to put the time and effort in, and I actually had no problem with that. I was like, I'm going to build the camera no matter what. So.
It's a fun Easter egg, right?
Yes, exactly. And you don't see that a lot with toys, you know, very often.
Yeah.
So we probably could take one more question.
Sure.
It says, since this is a new trilogy, when will Siege end? And when will the new chapter begin?
That's a good question to end off on, right?
It is a very good question.
I don't know if we can talk about that yet.
Yeah, it's something that you have to
Foreseeable
kind of keep, yeah,
future.
keep doing. But we are seeing so many great feedback from our fans of a Wolfenstein Siege line. We decided to do one more way.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, like, the Siege line is doing so good. Just I thought of you guys being like, oh, we had all these other things planned. Let's just keep Siege going for a bit. Like, yeah, it's fine.
I mean, that's part of it. It's gotten great reception. But I think when you think about the trilogy, it's all about those moments in time for the Transformers. The epic battle makes sense for Siege. It's their desperate moment, their last day on Cybertron. But I think there's a lot more story to be told.
Yes.
In their journey. So I can say that we both have worked on the next chapter, and it's completely epically awesome.
Awesome.
And that's all I can say.
And that's all I want to know personally.
It's mind-blowing.
And everyone that's listening, you're just going to have to deal with that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's,
It's more than meets the eye.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I like how you stuck in there, John.
Now you have to coin that before anybody takes that line.
All right, thank you.
Thank you guys very much. Thank you to the Hasbro
Yep.
team. Very much appreciated. You guys have a great night.
So that is going to wrap up the interview. Special shout out and a thank you again to Ren and John for taking the time to talk with me on Siege. A lot of great questions. Thank you to everyone who wrote in and had something to say. Now, it wasn't going to be one of those where I was going to ask, like, where's Wheeljack? Where's all this? But they did assure me that they have a heck of a lot more characters on the way. And the panel is coming up, so I'm sure we'll see a lot of amazing things with more information on Unicron and the Netflix upcoming cartoon as well. I'm very interested to see all that. I wanted to go more for the meat and potatoes, things that you guys wanted to know, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, we got another great day tomorrow, and we still got, 3 more days after that. It's insane. Preview night was a blast. Pleasure seeing everybody there. I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, celebrate, because San Diego Comic-Con has come to town, and it's just so much fun. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.